What's up everyone? I'm playing Balatro today, which is a super cool poker roguelite game that I've been addicted to recently. And I thought that I should probably combine my two addictions that are currently this game and the 5 of a kinds that I've been going for the longest time. So today we're doing a 5 of a kind deck. In case you're not aware, this is a poker game, so you must make the best hand possible. You can see there I made a full house. And basically all of the rules of poker apply. You want to get the best hand. Different hands have different multipliers, similarly to how in poker different hands are more valuable than others. Yeah, unlike real poker, this game actually has 5 of a kinds. Like in real poker, of course, you can't have a 5 of a kind because there are only 4 copies of a single card or a single value. But in this game, as you can see, I got a royal flush. But in this game, you can actually remove cards from the deck as well as duplicate cards, so that is super nice to see. You may have even noticed that the deck that I have is lacking all of the face cards, like there are no jacks, no queens, no kings. And you can see here I find a tarot card. I take one that doubles my money, but there was an option for me to duplicate the ace so that I would have 5 aces in my deck. I think now is not the correct time to go for the 5 of a kind. I'm instead going to focus on continue to winning. And you can see the point of the game is to make the best hand possible, and on the right is the chip multiplier in blue and the multiplier that is in red, so you must make the highest score possible. And you can see the objective for this game is to make 600 chips. I'm currently at 464, so I need one more decent hand to do it, and I think I'll be able to do it with this other full house. Yep, should be pretty easy. I also got a joker. This is the more generic joker that you can buy that I currently have, and it gives you a little bit of extra multipliers. I continue to buy stuff to improve the deck. I actually find something that makes my card lucky, the magician, which is something I really like going for because it's a small chance that you get a huge multiplier when you play a card that is lucky, but also there is an even smaller chance that you make a super good amount of money. So yeah, I really like lucky cards. We managed to remove 5 cards here that were not useful, and we got 20 gold from it, so that's an extra added bonus. And I think we still don't have a 5 of a kind available. We only have 4 aces in the deck, but I think we're in a prime position to win and improve the deck some more. You can see currently I took another joker, the one with the hourglass, and it makes it so that if you don't use any discards, which I have been using so far, it gives you a lot of gold. So I've been playing just hands without discarding, and I believe this full house is going to get us to the win, yup. And you can see the delayed gratification from the hourglass actually gave us 6 extra gold, so that was a huge bonus. We get a lot of gold from the stuff that we bought. We also got another joker, which sadly doesn't benefit us. The black joker over there only makes it so that face cards are more valuable, which our deck does not have at the moment. We're going to take some extra money, I believe, with the middle tarot card, yup. We're also buying a planet card right here, which makes it so that a specific hand is going to be more valuable. And you can see here I'm going to take the earth card, which makes it so that full houses are more valuable. I've been going for those a lot in hopes of transitioning into the 5 of a kind sooner or later, but for now we're going for full houses. We buy the hangman, which is going to remove 2 cards permanently for our deck, so we are going to most likely remove the 4 and the 3. Let's take a look. I guess the 3 and the 6, I don't know why, maybe because I have multiple 4s already, but yeah, it is for that reason, because we are going to do the 3 of a kind. We continue to use the hourglass for extra gold generation, so we are not going to discard. Instead, I'm looking at my deck right here, looking at all of the left cards in there, so I can maybe go for a full house with the aces. We have 2 aces in the deck remaining, so it's pretty likely that we get one of them pretty soon. But yeah, instead of that we get triple eights, so we are going to make a full house with triple eights. And I really like these effects, by the way, the little flaming that goes on from the multiplier, because we got such a high score that we can beat the entire blind in a single hand. We take another joker there that benefits us having odd numbered cards, which aces is considered to be a 1, I believe, so it does count to that. We take another multiplier for the house, for the full house. We buy also another tarot card. This I believe is going to make one of our cards made out of glass, which is going to make it more valuable, giving us a higher multiplier, but also with a 1 in 4 chance of the card getting removed from the deck entirely, which is something that I wanted to do for d4, so you can see me putting it on d4 and it immediately breaks, so we're quite lucky there. We get a 4 of a kind, not a 5 of a kind still, but a 4 of a kind with the 8s. And that gives us a pretty high multiplier. We win immediately. We keep saving up gold with the hourglass. And yeah, all that's left for us to do is maybe get the 5th copy of the ace into the deck, and I believe we're going to do that pretty soon, if not even now. Yup. We find the dead, and that makes it so that one of the cards takes the value of another. So yeah, we're going to make the 3 of hearts into an ace, so we finally have 5 of the same card into the deck. We also get a slight buff for 4 of a kinds with the Mars planet card. And we find another joker that makes it so that 4 of a kinds are that much more valuable, giving us a higher multiplier. So everything is going super well right now. And you can see even from the very beginning, we are rolling into triple aces. And here is the 4th one as well, which I think we will take the 4 of a kind for, because we upgraded the value of the card. And you can see we're making 12,000 chips, even a little bit more than that, when the requirement was, I even forgot how much it was, but it wasn't a lot, it was less than half of that for sure. We're going to sell the joker and include the rare joker, the blueprint joker, which makes it so that it copies the joker to its right, basically like the parrot in Super Auto Pets. So yeah, we're going to be placing it tactically, shuffling it around throughout the matches, throughout the blinds. I decided to put it next to the hourglass for a second, but they are incompatible with each other, which is a little bit sad. I believe here we're going to take some extra money. And yeah, continue to upgrade. It's going to be good for us to get the 5 of a kind relatively soon, because as it is right now, we don't have the opportunity to find the planet that is increasing 5 of a kinds just yet in the shop. We need to find a 5 of a kind first in order to unlock that. But we got another joker that gives us some tarot cards, and we're using the blueprint joker in order to copy its effect, so we get double tarot cards at the start of the blind, which I am not super happy with the tarot cards that I got. I could have gotten a lot better ones, sadly. But thankfully, because we sold the hourglass, at least now we can discard and we don't have to worry about making any extra gold. We are going to convert the aces into hearts, so we have quadruple ace of hearts, which I thought at the time would give me an extra bonus for them to have the same suit, but apparently that's not how it works. Whatever the case, it still counts as a 4 of a kind. We also got a buff from the Fibonacci joker, which is going to make aces give some extra multiplier, which is very nice to see. We're going to continue upgrading. And sadly, I don't see any good choices. We do have multiplier, an extra multiplier for the cards in the Empress, which I think is what I'm going to take. Yep, on the ace and d10. It makes it so that when you play the ace, it's going to give you 3 extra multiplier, which over the course of a blind really adds up. We're also buying Jupiter right here, which is for flushes, I believe, but unfortunately we are not using flushes, so we don't really care about it. we get the Hangman as well as that, so that is going to make us duplicate the ace one more time. So now we have 6 aces in the deck, so it's even more likely for us to get 5 of a kinds. And we're going to remove some red cards from the deck as well. We can start playing now. The boss of this blind makes it so that we have 0 discards available, so unfortunately we can't really go for a perfect hand by discarding. We have to just use what we are dealt. And we do get a 4 of a kind ace almost immediately, so that is 18,000 chips, and we win that easily, making lots of money. We're going to reshuffle the Blueprint Joker in order to get the benefit of the tarot cards. We continue duplicating money with the Hermit, that is giving us 20 extra gold just for free. We're also going to buy this planet card, I believe, but still we don't have 5 of a kinds available in the shop. We do get the bonus for the 4 of a kind though, which is kinda close. We buy the Hierophant as well, giving us some extra bonus cards. It's kind of like similar to the multiplier, but it's going to give us extra chips rather than extra multiplier. But I believe I did misplay there, because the Joker and the Blueprint are going to give us double tarot cards, so I immediately sell it. Whatever the case though, it's no big deal wasting 2 gold because we have so much. You can probably tell that I'm not an expert at the game, but I'm having a lot of fun playing it, especially when it gets me to have a crazy deck like this, and you can see the first 5 of a kind of the run is about to happen. 5 aces, all of them of the hard varieties, so we are going to have a flush 5 of a kind, which sadly doesn't give us any extra bonuses, but yeah, let's take a look at the tarot cards. Let's use them up real quick because we want to free up some space for the next blind. And we do the 5 of a kind. This is going to be an easy win in a single hand. How many points is that? 18,000, and we have not upgraded the 5 of a kind hand at all, so we're super ahead of the curve right now. We get a holographic card, or I believe that was a foil actually, not a holographic. But we're not going to use it. That one requires aces and straights, and of course we are not doing straights, we are doing 5 of a kind, so we don't really want it. I don't know if I'm doing the best explanation for the game, but you really need to play a game of it or two in order to really understand what is happening. And I highly encourage you to try, as we find the Planet X card, which finally increases the value of 5 of a kinds. So yeah, we are very far ahead of the curve now that especially we upgraded. We also find the Joker that specifically benefits us having aces, so we are definitely taking that because we are doing a lot of aces and a lot of 5 of a kind, so we are going to sell the Joker that benefits uneven cards or odd cards, and we're going to take the ace instead. We get some more tarot cards, but they are going to be useless for us. The Tower gives us a Storm card, which is not really useful when we want to have aces. And yeah, we're easily going to get a 5 of a kind right here, as you can see. I'm going to keep rolling though, because I have one more ace that has the lucky paper thingy on it, the special effect that I wanted to find, but sadly that didn't end up happening. I believe though we are going to win easily. As you can see, we're racking up crazy amounts of points. 36,000 when the goal is only 10,000, so yeah, we keep being stronger and stronger. We are going to upgrade once again with a tarot card. Nothing good that we can find in the shop right now. I was hoping for maybe another death card so we can duplicate another ace, but unfortunately that did not happen, so we're going to just increase the value of the 9 and the 8. We're going to bump them up to 10 and 9, I believe, yep. It doesn't really matter because we'll only be playing aces in the end, but thankfully we do find the planet at least that is buffing 5 of a kind, so that's an extra bonus. And we are hopping into the boss fight. And this is actually a pretty interesting effect that this boss fight has. It makes it so that one of every 7 cards in your hand you cannot see the value of, so we have a face down card right there and I have to only speculate as what it may be. Unfortunately we only fight for aces and the face down card, so I'm going to hope that it's an ace as well and we're going to play it. Unfortunately it wasn't, it was only a 10, but I believe we're still going to be strong enough to win, as one of the aces actually makes us some goals, so that's an extra added bonus for the hand. Yep, 14 extra gold for our trouble. Now we find a foil card that gives us some extra multiplier, I believe. But yeah, we're in such a nice spot. Unfortunately the tarot cards are not cooperating. We really don't care about the suit of the cards and most of them just change that, so I guess we're going to make some of the red cards into black cards because I'm preparing for a potential future joker that may benefit from that. We're once again buying the Planet X. I have never heard of Planet X, by the way, but I guess it might be a real thing if it's in the game. We find another holographic joker, but I believe we're not going to take it. This is the joker that I meant that we are preparing for, the blackboard, which makes it so that it gives you 2 times multiplier if you have only black cards in your hands, but unfortunately we don't take it because we are not well enough prepared for it. We're going to take the moon, I believe, or maybe not. It makes the cards go from their current suit into clubs, I believe, so that is going to help us out make the deck entirely black. And I believe we are going to use the moon actually, into clubs. So we are going to convert 2 of the aces in the 10. It doesn't really matter if we convert the aces actually, because we are most likely going to be playing them every single time, so yeah, it really doesn't matter. We are just going to make the entirety of the rest of the deck into another color. You can see here I have 5 cards left in the deck and 2 of them are aces, so that is super unfortunate, but thankfully we do finally get the 5 of a kind. We are going to increase the value of one of the aces by giving it an extra multiplier. So our hands are going to be even stronger now, and let's see how much we make from this. I assume it's going to be a lot, especially if the multiple lucky cards trigger. And you can see right here, this is going to be 53,000. For the record, I believe the final boss of the game has only 50,000 HP, so we are super far ahead. We still have a little bit of ways to go until the boss. We're going to duplicate the gold, I believe, as well. Yup, 20 more added to our pocket. Very nice to see. And we are going to even add 2 extra aces to our deck by using the spectral card, and you can see we have 2 aces more. Now it's even easier to get the 5 of a kind, which is super nice. And I guess we're just rolling to find something useful, but I don't think at this point anything can majorly improve the deck, so we just continue. Finding another dead card, which is what you love to see. We want to duplicate the lucky ace as much as possible, and you can see me doing it right here with the 7 of diamonds. So yeah, we have the 5 of a kind already in hand, so all that's left for us to do is maybe find the more beneficial aces that have some sort of bonuses attached. We even get a 6 of a kind, but we discard it because unfortunately we cannot play a 6 of the same card in a hand. Instead we make the 4 of clubs into a steel card, which makes it so that it gives us some extra multiplier if it's in our hand. And you can see here how much chips we're going to make. Yeah, you can see that when it starts flaming it's all over. You can see 45,000, so yeah, not quite enough to be the final boss in a single hand, but we do have some time to keep improving it, maybe get the final hand up to 100,000, even though that's kind of difficult to do. We're going to make the ace of spades be lucky as well, so that it has a chance of giving us a high multiplier. Unfortunately here with the planets we don't find planet X that buffs the 5 of a kind, but we do find something that is not going to be useful to us, which I guess is no consolation at all, but still. Let's take a look at what we have in the shop. Sadly nothing useful for what I can see. we have a joker that buffs 3 of a kinds, but we don't really need it, so we're going to pass it up. Another tarot card that is useless, makes cards into spades, which we don't really care about. And yeah, we're just looking for the 5 of a kind at this point, and we find it. Hopefully get even more aces. I believe now we have 6 aces once again. I would love to see a hand full of 7 aces. I believe we have enough aces to make that happen. Maybe even a full hand of aces, but that's maybe a little bit too optimistic. As we rack up 43,000 chips there and win easily. So yeah, all that's left for us to beat is the final boss. You can see here the amount of hands that I have gotten, and the 5 of a kind is the most common hand that I have played, so we are hoping to find a Planet X in the Celestial pack, and thankfully we do find it, so the 5 of a kind is going to be even stronger. And yeah, we'll have to waste all of our gold right here, because this is the final shop of the game. We are going to try to improve the jokers a little bit with this card. And actually we make the blueprint joker into a foil, so that's going to give us some extra chips. Not that we really need it, but we appreciate the extra help. We find another Planet X, so the 5 of a kind hand is super valuable right now. And yeah, this is going to be it, I believe, as we hop into the final fight. I'm thinking about the foil joker right there for a second, but it benefits either flushes or straights, I don't really remember, but neither of which we do, so we don't really care. We get double tarot card and we must sell one of our jokers in order to make the cards in our hand actually worth something. But yeah, you can see even now we have 4 of a kind, so it's going to be easy to get the 5th one. We're going to fish to make the best hand possible, as we do find the 5 of a kind. I think I might even keep the steel card in the hand. I really hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, give this series some support if you want to see more of it, because I really want to play some more of this game on video. But yeah, other than that, I'll talk to you next time. Take care.